I never expected a single, lazy sentence to freeze an entire room full of aliens. My name's Evan Porter, human engineer, traveler, and accidental trouble magnet across about 12 star systems. I had been stationed on Valaris Station, a neutral hub where humans and dozens of alien species mingled, traded, bickered, and occasionally shared drinks that smelled like burnt cinnamon and lightning. But nothing on Valaris captivated me like Soraka. She was tall, graceful, blue-skinned, with silver markings that shimmered whenever she grew emotional. I first met her when she nearly stomped through my repair bay looking for someone who understood engines better than the fools on Deck 4. She became a regular immediately after that. At first, she was just another demanding alien with a ship that behaved more like an angry animal than a machine. But over weeks of headaches, repairs, arguments, and late-night laughter over oily tools and malfunctioning stabilizers, Soraka became something else. A friend, yes. But more than that, something warm and quietly steady. However, here's the thing I didn't know. Her people, the Zorathi, took words far more seriously than humans did. Deadly seriously. But on the night it all happened, I had no idea, none. We were in her private quarters after a small celebration. Her vessel had finally passed inspection, and she'd insisted I join the party as her honored technician, though she said the phrase like she was trying very hard not to smile. There had been music, strange harmonic light shows, alien drinks, and jokes. Lots of them. I didn't even realize how comfortable I felt with her until I heard myself say it. It was when she teased, "Human, one day you will realize you cannot live without me fixing your messes." And I, stretching lazily on her couch, chuckled and said, "I will marry you then." Casual. Thoughtless. A joking comeback. Harmless. At least I thought so. But the moment the words left my mouth, the room froze. Soraka's eyes widened, silver pupils expanding like ink spilling in water. She went perfectly still, breath caught in her chest. Her attendant slowly turned toward me, eyes huge. One even dropped the crystal goblet he was holding. The sound echoed. A sharp tension flooded the air, thick enough to choke on. Soraka didn't breathe, didn't blink. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she said, "Evan Porter, do you understand what you have declared?" Middle, the Bond one didn't know I made. My heart thudded. Declared? Soraka, I was joking. The entire room tensed. It felt like saying the wrong thing might get me vaporized. Soraka lifted a hand, silencing her attendants. They bowed and retreated, sealing the doors behind them. Her room suddenly felt too small, too intimate. She approached slowly, her silver markings glowing brighter. "Human," she murmured, "in my culture, marriage is not a ritual. It is a sacred vow, spoken only when one has chosen their life bond." I didn't mean. She held up a finger. "Do not speak yet." My throat dried. She stepped close. Close enough that the faint scent of star metal and florals surrounded me. "Among the Zorathi," she continued, "the words, 'I will marry you,' bind two souls. They are never spoken lightly, never in jest. They are a promise of protection, loyalty, and eternal companionship." I swallowed hard. I didn't know. "No," she whispered. "You did not." Her expression was unreadable, a storm of emotions beneath her composed features. "Soraka," I said softly, "I didn't intend to disrespect." Her hand touched my cheek. Warm, gentle, dangerously intimate. "It is not disrespect," she said. "It is confusion. For me. For you." She stepped back, pacing. "Why would you speak such words?" she asked. "Is it common for humans to bind themselves so casually? Do your people vow marriage without meaning it?" I winced. It's different for us. Humans can joke about big things. Marriage. Love. It doesn't always mean we truly intend it. Soraka stared at me for a long moment. Then she asked, "Did you truly mean none of it?" The question pierced deeper than I expected. Did I mean it? I didn't know. Not fully. But part of me didn't say it randomly. You matter to me, I admitted. More than I expected. I care about you. Her markings glowed again, softer this time. Caring, she whispered. That is the beginning of a vow. Her eyes met mine. Intense, searching, hopeful and fearful at once. But, she added, voice trembling, if your words were spoken lightly, you must retract them. Now. Before the bond solidifies. Solidifies? I repeated. How long does that take? Her cheeks darkened. A Zarathi blush. Minutes. I blinked. She was already breathing faster. Her markings pulsed like a heartbeat. Her gaze locked on me like I was the only star in her sky. Evan, she said quietly, do you wish to retract the vow? The choice that changed everything. My pulse thundered. I could retract it. Say I never meant it. Walk away from this moment and pretend nothing happened. But her face, her trembling hands, her eyes shining with emotions I had never seen from her. It hit me then. Soraka, fierce, proud Soraka, wanted me to choose her. She wasn't forcing me. She wasn't demanding. She was asking. Vulnerable. Afraid. Hopeful. I stepped toward her slowly. Soraka, I said, my voice steady. I didn't plan to say those words, but they weren't meaningless. She sucked in a breath. You are important to me, I continued. I want to be in your life. I want to explore what this is. Her eyes glimmered. But marriage, I added softly, is enormous. Even for humans. Yes, she whispered. So tell me this, I said. If I meant it, if I truly meant it, what would happen? Her markings flared bright. You would become my bond partner, she said. My equal. My chosen. You would share my authority. My home. My life. And I yours. That sounds intense. It is, she admitted. But beautiful. Silence stretched between us. Then I asked, do you want it? The question stunned her. She stared up at me, breath shaky. Evan, I would never force a vow you did not intend. But if you offered it truly, yes, I would accept. Gladly. And suddenly, everything became clear. I didn't know what the future looked like. I didn't know how humans and Zarathi mixed. I didn't know how insane this was. But I knew how she made me feel. Warm. Safe. Seen. I took her hands and said, sincerely this time, Soraka, I want this. I want you. Her breath caught. Her markings blazed like silver fire. Then she whispered, the bond is sealed. Ending the Queen's announcement. The door slid open. Her attendants rushed in, then froze, staring at Soraka glowing with radiant markings and me standing close enough our foreheads nearly touched. One dropped to his knees. Another covered his mouth in shock. A third whispered, the Queen has chosen. I blinked. Queen? Soraka exhaled, sheepish. I may have neglected one thing, she said softly. You're a queen? A ruling monarch, she corrected. You're a queen, I repeated. She winced. Does this affect your vow? I laughed. Actually laughed. No, I said. It just means I married way out of my league. She laughed too, a soft, musical sound I didn't hear often. Then she turned to her attendants. Prepare the announcement, she said. The Zarathi will learn that their queen has chosen her bond partner. Her attendants bowed deeply. One said, voice trembling with awe, the galaxy will be shaken. Soraka turned back to me. You may still change your mind, she murmured. I squeezed her hand. Too late. I'm already yours. Her smile, real, brilliant, unguarded, lit the room. And as the announcement echoed across the station, across space, across star systems, I realized something. A joke had turned into a vow. A vow had turned into love. And love had turned me into the partner of a queen. And I didn't regret a second of it.